Welcome to GGLeagues Week 3. Give me 1 second while I get everything set up. This is going to be between Loyola University and Elmhurst College. Give me 1 second to pop out the chat and everything. Sorry if you guys start hearing a bunch of reverberations and stuff. All right, so we have Loyola University on the left-hand side, and we have Elmhurst College on the right-hand side. Both these teams are 2-0, so we'll see who ends up winning this game. Nice, nice. Loyola's already got some fans. All right. Solid work. Hopefully you can see them go 2-0, or 3-0, sorry. First pick with the ADCF. Kaisa, pretty good pick. Very, very mobile. God damn it. Give me a second to try to fix that echo for you. All right, hopefully the echo is better. Sorry if the echo isn't fully taken care of. We'll really do our best to get that changed. All right, so kind of going back for the team, Loyola on the left-hand side, they've got a Kaisa, Graves, and Scion. Graves and Kaisa are going to be dishing out quite a bit of damage. Scion's a good tank. He can go support, he can go top, so we'll see where he gets end up going. On the right-hand side with Elmhurst, they have the Oriana and Urgot, so the two laners. Brahm's going to be a good tanky support. I'm assuming the Brahm's shield cannot stop a Scion charge, but we'll see about that. Maybe someone can confirm whether or not that is actually possible. So let's see who they end up banning. So they banned the Zillion support. They need to pick their mid laner on Loyola side. So a Malzahar mid ban and a Zillion support ban. Okay. Reasonable, I guess. I mean, Malzahar is just incredibly annoying to play against mid lane. He just perma pushes. A very safe hero. He can be 0-20 and just pushes R to win. Not frustrated playing against Malzahar at all. Let's see here. The final ban. So both, I guess both of them, the Jax and the Xin Zhao, could both be jungle bans because Urgot was already picked. Camille. Okay. I cannot say I have seen a Camille jungle, but I guess it could be potentially pretty good. She's a fairly mobile jungler. I don't know how well her clear is, but Elmhurst College can kind of show me how it's done with a Camille jungle. It's Morgana. I actually do really enjoy this Morgana pick. So the Morgana Black Shield can stop a lot of what Braum can do, a lot of Braum's stuns. It also will protect someone from the Camille stun as well. So I really like this Morgana pick. A very mobile mid laner, or I can hopefully maneuver himself around the Oriana ball. Let's see who the AD carry is going to be. Other than the Kassadin, there's not a whole lot of assassination potential. I mean, Graves kind of just runs at you and just does a bunch of damage. Okay. A Sivir. Alright. So, I mean, I guess they're looking for the Camille to be the ball delivery system for the Oriana. Alternatively, Sivert can probably just have the whole team run you down. The speed boost, I'm not entirely sure how much that would be needed, because on Loyola's side, the left-hand side, they have a team that... Do they really want to... Do they want to disengage? I don't really think so. They have more of an engaging team. So they have Morgana who can throw by, Sion that kind of just wants to run in there, and the Cassidon will just be skirting around the edges trying to assassinate someone. But if they do catch anyone from Elmhurst College side on the right-hand side, if Braum ever gets a slow on anyone, Sivert's ult can just boost up everyone. Oriana can speed up a few people as well. So we'll kind of see who ends up winning this matchup. Their win conditions are all fairly are a little bit different. I think the Elmhurst College team with the Oriana, the Urgot, probably want to do a little bit more team fighting. The Cassidon and Morgana on Loyola's team looks like potentially more of an assassination, or maybe they're going to try to get some picks. The Sion doesn't quite fit into their team comp quite as much, but I mean, I think all teams really need a tank so to just let the team fight last a little bit longer. So both teams have different things that I think they want to do. Elmhurst College, I think, is more of a traditional team fighting team, and then the Loyola's team wants to be a little bit more of a skirmishing type of team, especially because the Cassidon is nowhere near as strong as the Oriana in terms of a team fight. Those of you joining us for the first time, this is week 3 of GG Leagues. We are a recreational esports league here in the Chicagoland area. We have teams in our leagues from the Chicago, all from people in and around Chicago. Today we have Loyola University on the left-hand side, who are currently 2-0, and we also then have Elmhurst College, who's on the right-hand side, the red team, who is also 2-0. Only one of these teams can be undefeated, so we'll see who it'll be. Thanks to everyone who voted for the game that they wanted to see. We will have a new poll up by Monday of next week to vote for our Week 4 game. So feel free to vote for which team you want to play, or which team you want to see streamed. So this is week 3. We will have a 7-week regular season. And then on December 1st, we hope all of you viewers will want to join us for the in-person finals event. So the final team will play the finals matches on December 1st at Robert Morris University. So we will be using their esports facility, where we will have pizza, we'll have drinks, and you guys can come out and cheer on which team you guys want to see in the finals. We'll have finals between the plat and above teams, and we'll also have a finals for the gold and below teams, and both of them will be played on the same day. So we'll get more details out to you guys, and we hope you guys will join us for the in-person event to finally meet the players who are playing, and then also for you guys to all meet each other who are around the esports community. So we got about 4 more weeks of games left. So a 7-week regular season, and then there will be a playoff week where we may end up streaming 2 games during the playoffs, but we'll kind of figure that out. And if you guys are interested in playing in our winter season, you guys can go to GGLeagues.com to sign up for the winter season. All right, so we'll get our game underway. Don't worry, all I see is a black screen too, so it hasn't quite booted up yet. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Give me 1 second to try to troubleshoot it for you guys. It worked without an issue last week, so I apologize for the issues this week. So I'm sorry, something ended up happening with our spectating client, so give me 1 second and I'm gonna figure that out for you guys, okay? Give me 1 second, because I actually cannot re-enter the game. So I'm going to try to find their information from op.gg, and then we'll try to get into the game that way. Sorry for the technical issues, guys. Thank you so much. Perfect. Let's give this another shot. All right, we see the cursor. We still don't see the loading screen. So not a good sign. Perfect. Are you guys able to see the screen? You guys are not able to see the screen. Still black screen. Are you guys able to hear the game music? Or any of the game sounds? Okay. Give me a second, because it's probably booting this up from a different thing. Okay. Let me fix that for you guys. Yes, we're using OBS, and right now, I've done it where we've actually just captured the full screen game, but I think this is just doing it differently in like a windowed area. So let me create another setting for that. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Yeah, so this is not capturing the right thing. Let's see. Yeah, it's not even showing up as an option. The League of Legends full screen thing, which is really bizarre. Okay, let me try this. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay. Do you guys actually see it? Perfect. Can you guys hear it? Awesome. I think we're in business. Ryugo Shiki, you're awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you, Ryogi Shiki, for all of your help. We really appreciate it. So I apologize that we ended up missing First Blood. So we have Loyola on the left-hand side, and we have Elmhurst College on the right-hand side. It's 1-1 so far. Let's see where that kill ended up going. I cannot display the scoreboard, so I cannot show you guys who got First Blood, but Ryugo Shiki said that Elmhurst got First Blood. Okay. So now we just have Scion and Urgot duking it out on the top. This is probably going to be a kill to the Urgot. There it is. So now it's 2-0. Still just, basically even in kills. So, I mean, I think it's anybody's game so far. No one's gotten any dragon. We have a perma-pushing Silver bot lane, so it's not surprising that they're getting the first back. Let me still try to figure out how we can get the scoreboard here for you guys. Alright, I'm not going to mess with it because we just finally got the stream back, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. We have Kassadin duking it out with Orianna. Kassadin's past level 6 now, so he's got his ultimate making it a little bit more mobile. It's going to be very difficult for the Camille to gank the Kassadin. They really need everything to go perfectly. Urgot still just establishing some dominance on the Scion. Scion's going to be in a world of hurt. I don't think Scion has TP up, so if he goes back, he's going to lose a ton of minion wave. We see the Graves move up now to try to give him some help. They got to be careful there. That pink ward, I've died many a time to some pink wards. The Graves is smart that he didn't go up there to try to clear that pink ward. The Camille was there just waiting for him to do that, so it's a smart move by him. A little bit of a trade. Oh, that's a nice bind. is a good flash. They're gonna make it out. Oh, the Kai'Sa might end up dying for that. Nope. Okay. It was a great play by the Loyola bot lane. The Morgana was able to hit the Q. The Sivir wasn't able to spell shield that in time, and they had a really nice engage there. The Scion's just getting bullied here up top with the Urgot. I mean, luckily for the Scion, eventually he'll get so tanky that he's going to be useful no matter what. So, you know, even though he's down 0-2, he's not quite out of the game just yet. The Morgana just being a little annoying there, trying to prevent them from going back. The Graves is around mid lane. And so we saw a little bit of that right there about just how hard it is to really gank the Kassadin. The Kassadin didn't have any mana either, so that was a smart gank, but still just enough mana to use his R. So now we see Camille moving bot. She could honestly take Dragon, if that's what she wanted to do. Now just a little bit of counter jungling from the Camille. It's a sad reset, but she's gonna be able to take some of the birds. The Graves is bot. He's not gonna be able to see that in time. And so it's a nice jungle steal by the Camille. Sivir's back to almost full life. So they had a little bit of time bot lane when they had the really nice trade onto the Sivir and Braum to either get a kill or really do a lot of damage to the turret. But now the lane is essentially reset. This Kassadin just has no fear. We're gonna get a kill here? No. Yeah, the Orianna's return damage is just insane. So Graves is going to be clearing out some vision. I think they're going to be able to see him here. The Camille's already bot lane as well. I think we'll probably see a fight. Good try. Right. So what a ridiculous amount of damage. This might even be Kassadin too. Good stuff. Good stuff. Elmhurst College pulls ahead with 5 kills to 1. They're somehow only up 1K. There's no turrets that were taken, so all the gold, there's a lot of gold there for everybody as well. It must just be a CS differential. I would assume that Loyola University just CSing better for them to only be up 1 kill or 1K after being up 4 kills. Now they have an air dragon, so Elmhurst College is going to be able to move even faster. So this is going to be a little bit scary for the Loyola University's team. I mean, I think late game I would give the edge to Loyola. So if I were in their shoes, I would just try to hold on to CS to really try to get back into the game. I mean, the Urgot here is just not letting the sign on CS at all. But you know, tanks are able to get away with less gold than some of the damaging carries. Camille really timed it nicely to be able to get that blue. I mean, in this case, I probably would have wanted the blue on the Orianna. The Orianna, you know, with blue can really take control of the mid lane, really keep Kassadin from roaming. But I mean, the Camille just had 2 kills, so maybe they're just looking to snowball her. I mean, you know, the Flash was able to get away from the kill, but it's probably inevitable. So, you know, if I had to say that Elmhurst College making a mistake, that might have been the only mistake. But it's really kind of giving them in the game a little bit. We see another kill. Bot lane. It's a nice stopwatch. Very fast fingers on the Morgana. It's a very smart move. Well, I mean, we have a. Oh my goodness, look at that damage from the Camille. I mean, I guess this is why they wanted blue. Oh, one more shot. It was so close. Even had the 4 stacks on them, so you know the 5th shot would have procced the move, would have killed the Camille for sure. If the Kai'Sa just kind of hung in there a little bit more. But even so, I mean, if we were looking at the gold differential, you know, the Loyola team actually are in the lead, and with that turret shot, you know, kind of skyrockets them to almost a 2K gold lead. So despite being down 3k gold, I mean, they're doing a good job. Fire Ninja, is the stream still frozen for you? Because I see it moving here. So right now we just had the first turret gold go to Loyola University. They took the bottom right turret. Kai'Sa's gone back down bot. Here, you know, what I'd really like to see from Loyola University is at least the Kai'Sa catching the bottom wave and then moving her way top. I think this is a dead Graves here. He's trapped in there, the Orianna's there, rotated first. There's not much that the Graves could have done. So the only objective is the Rift Herald, so it was a good rotation macro play by Elmhurst College to try to get back some of the momentum back over to their team. And the Kai'Sa's now moved mid lane. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything up here. I mean, they already got the Rift Herald. Top turret's gone down now, so I don't think they can do much, the Loyola University side. And the Morgana's just really on point with her bindings. She's able to make it out of there alive too. She's really trying. Oh, the Kai'Sa's there a little too far ahead, but able to make it out. I think she had to burn flash for that. Now they're trading back. What a good team fire. Oh my goodness. So I did not predict that happening, but I think this is just Elmhurst College overstaying a little bit. But the Loyola team stuck with it. They kind of fought front to back. The Scion, like I mentioned, even though he was down before, now is starting to get a little bit tankier, able to jump back into the fight. So good, a really great turn by the Loyola University side. Now they're going to be pushing on top. The Orianna still got a lot of wave clear, but the Orianna's out of life now, or I'm sorry, out of mana here. What a ballsy play by the Camille. Jeez. I think they just really wanted to make something happen. Now it's a double kill going on to the Kai'Sa. I think the Kai'Sa picked up a few kills there, so they're really just feeding a person that they really don't want to feed. The Elmhurst College University team members were kind of just going in one by one there, but now the Loyola University team's backing off. It's 3v1, but the Urgot's fed. The Urgot got a bunch of kills on the Scion, so I think that's the smart move by the Loyola University team. Now I think the lanes are going to reset a little bit. The next objective to pop up would be Dragon, but the top turret is still up. The mid turret's almost dead, so I think we can probably see Loyola rotating top. But you do see the Dragon coming up, so if they rotate top, they're going to give up Dragon. Now you see them making the call. I think they've realized that as well. They're going to bring their bot lane over towards the mid lane, so that way they can respond to the Dragon that'll come up. The Kai'Sa has had at least 2 kills from the previous fight. Now the scorecard works. Awesome. Let me rearrange this for you guys. The Kai'Sa's 5-0, so he's even more farmed than what I was expecting. And I really think that all of Loyola University's fights are going to be revolving around this Kai'Sa. He's got Rage Blade, he's got Storm Razor, so I mean the Kai'Sa's in a really strong position compared to the Sivir, who only has Storm Razors. Now this, oh jeez. So they looks like they're able to get the fight onto the Kai'Sa. Down goes the Kai'Sa, so now that's predominantly where all the kills are. So now I think Loyola University is going to just get rolled there. Man, what a fight. So now Elmhurst College is probably going to take the Dragon. This is a Mountain Dragon that's going to be very useful for when they go for Baron and take some of the other turrets. I mean, I think right there we saw the Camille dive in right on the Kai'Sa. So I think that was great target selection. They saw an opportunity, they took it. I was a little hesitant, thinking that might have been a risky move, but you saw the combo that they had. Now when the lanes reset, we can kind of watch that fight a little bit here. So here we see the Kai'Sa moving down. Camille's up here, and this is just the engage range from the Kai'Sa. I mean, sorry, from the Camille. And see, instantly, don't run by the Camille. You see the Orianna use all her moves on her, and then just down goes the Kai'Sa. That's all the damage, and I mean all the kills on their team, on Loyola University team, is on that Kai'Sa. So as soon as she goes down, there becomes a huge goal differential amongst the other members, and then Loyola University can just kind of clean that up. All right, now we're going to go back to the current game. Yeah, the Urgot's putting on his carry pants on. You know, now he's 5-2. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. So we'll see. Alright, so let's kind of see what all the teams are going to be doing here. We have a big wave crashing up top. Someone has to go get that. The Camille or the Urgot. Loyola University can use this time to kind of pressure, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to pressure mid. They're going to bring the strongest member, which is their Kai'Sa, and they're going to just really kind of focus all of their attention around her. The Kai'Sa really needs to position well. The Kai'Sa can deal a bunch of damage, but as soon as she goes down, we can see exactly what happened like the previous team fight, so she really wants to be protected. And you can see that wherever the Kai'Sa goes, the entire team is kind of shifting towards there. So what would you do if you were Elmhurst? Well, the Urgot is kind of the strongest member along with their Camille. The Camille can really bring the fight wherever, and so what I would think would be the thought process for Elmhurst, and maybe our viewers can kind of chime in on what they think they should do. But I think they want to make it picks. I think Elmhurst wants to get picks, even though they're the traditional team fighting team. But with their carries, with the carries with the most kills right now is the Urgot and the Camille. And the Camille is the one that's able to kind of move herself around. So I think they're going to look to try to get some picks. And especially because the Camille and the Orianna can have such good synergy with Camille delivering Orianna's ball to a target and setting up that target. I'm looking over here on the Vision side. You can see Elmhurst College really prioritizing the Baron. You see the 3 pink wards on the top river, and then on the opposite side you see Loyola controlling bot with all of their Vision plays there. Now that they have all of the objectives bought, there's nothing else to do. You already have tier 1 turret. I'd really like to see Loyola University move some of their Vision top lane on the top side and really try to secure the top turret. That's true. That's true. So with an extra 50 CS, I mean, I think the traditional rule of thumb that I've adhered to is 1 kill is around 20 CS. So the Silver's actually not that far back. Now we're seeing a fight here on the Graves. I think this Graves is going to be dead. You see the Camille coming in, flashing after him. 18 CS per kill. So the Kai'Sa's really just up about maybe 3 kills then. Or, I'm sorry, about 2 kills. And you see Elmhurst continuing to fight. I mean, I think this is a great decision by Elmhurst to fight because they're down a member. You know, it's a 5v4 right now. Down goes the Morgana, and now Kai'Sa doesn't have anyone to protect her, and this might be a dead Kai'Sa as well. The Kassadin and the Sign really need to get out of there. Now we see Elmhurst with all 5 of their members up. Loyola University, unfortunately, with 3 of their members dead. They can honestly go for Baron here, or maybe they even try to get some damage on the turret. I think they've realized that Kassadin has terrible wave clear, so they're going to really try to get some objectives here. Sign's a ballsy, but I think Sign's just trying to protect this turret, but I think this turret may go down regardless. No. So, I think that's probably a good play by the Scion, protecting the turret. He got a bunch of the members low as well. And so, now they can't do Baron because the members are low and they have a lot of members coming back. And so despite, fighting a team fight where they lost most of their members, Loyola University manages to keep a lot of their objectives. They didn't get to lose any objectives. And you see just how much vision that they were able to put down. The gold is dead even between the two teams, 37.5 and 38 on Elmhurst College's side. So slight edge to Elmhurst College. That's good. The Kaisa did not decide to jump in, which is smart. I've seen Kaisas, you know, go very bold and jump in. So we got 2 people cheering for Elmhurst, 1 for Loyola. See Oriana picking up her blue. This is really going to give her the mana to wave clear and just really be a huge nuisance in terms of the macro game. We see Dragon about to start, and we see Baron about to start. I mean, Baron's always been up there. And you see most of the vision here around the Baron pit is starting to become Elmhurst. Elmhurst is really kind of clearing that up. And the vision down here is also Elmhurst. So for Loyola needs to grab vision on the Baron and also on the Dragon. Right now they don't have vision of either, which makes it very, very dangerous. You see Urgot trying to put some damage on the Scion. Then the entire team's helping. Now this Urgot was caught a little bit, but very smartly they backed off. Oh, down goes the Morgana. So now without the Morgana, the Kai'Sa's going to be more vulnerable. There's no one to peel. They have 2 down. The Urgot's right there, and the Kai'Sa's been feared. The Kai'Sa's dead. The Kai'Sa is the only one left. Down goes the Urgot. So right now we have 3 for 3, 3 for 4. Oh my goodness, the Kassadin. So 4 for 5. The Kassadin just clean up King right there. And so he was able to get 3 kills, I believe, in that one. Jeez. Alright. So, you know, the late game scaling champions of Loyola, which is really Kassadin, the Kaisa, are really the ones where they want all of their kills at, and that's where the most of the kills are at right now. And so that fight, while they're resetting, I think they're just going to take, Loyola's going to take Dragon. I think there may be a team fight here as Elmhurst rushes down as well. So we can't quite review the last team fight, so let's kind of see what happens here. Urgot's TPing in, Ballsy moving in front of his team, but you see Loyola's still kind of a little bit further behind. He's already just going to start up the Dragon, which I think is a dangerous move because their Loyola team is entirely back up here. But I think they're going to get it. Okay. The Sai is right now there in the middle of the team fight. He's a little bit ahead, but now you see the Kassadin there. Oh my god. So the Kassadins, they're kind of peeling for the carries. The Morgana is down, the Camille is down. And I think this fight's going to go towards Loyola. So Camille, Oriana, and Urgot are dead. You just have the bot lane that's still currently alive. On Loyola's side, you have Kassadin and Kaisa, and also the Graves. So you definitely have more damage dealer on Loyola, but they were not in a position to really get any objectives. And actually, Elmhurst was able to get the bot turret out of that, so they were able to get that. And I believe they secured the Drake as well. So, you know, to lose an extra team members to get Drake in the bot turret doesn't seem like such a bad trade for Elmhurst. So let's take a look at that fight, 2 team fights ago where there were a bunch of kills. Let's see how it all started. Urgot's duking it out with the Scion. The Oriana, I believe, was hit with the bind, and now you see the Camille engage. The Oriana was only able to ult 1 person, but that Braum knockup got 2. So with that kill there, I don't think Kaisa was expecting to be feared, but that fear locked her up, and now you just see Kassadin back here. Kassadin's kind of in the back line. People are taking turret, and the Scion is just doing so much damage welling away with the second life. So that was able to secure him a bunch of kills and allow Kassadin to clean up. We'll take a look at this team fight that's going on right here. And so they're able to secure the Drake, and the Sion's in the middle of the fight. The Sion's doing his thing, that's exactly what he wants to do. But the Camille back here is getting hit by the Kassadin and the Kaisa and goes down immediately. Now the Urgot is here by himself. The Kaisa is just sitting here. No one's touching the Kaisa. The Kaisa's just able to auto-attack. He's even able to hit the Ori. No one's touching her. So she's able to just sit there and do all the damage that she wants. So in the future, Elmhurst really needs to get onto the Kaisa, and that's exactly what the Camille wanted to do. Except that, unfortunately, they didn't have enough firepower to bring down the Kaisa, and then she's able to sit there the entire time in the back line and doing damage. Baron went down. to Elmhurst. I believe they were just out of position, Loyola University, and maybe they weren't expecting this. And so it was able to be taken relatively for free by Elmhurst College, so that's going to give them a big boost. They're still down in gold, but they have the Baron, and that's really going to help their macro game, help them pushing. And that is a scary, scary Urgot, or the Urgod with 11 kills. Man. I mean, that is one scary Urgot. I would not want to mess with him. He's got only one damage dealing item, but he's got a Spirit Visage and a Righteous Glory. I mean, he's just going to be scuttling around. You know, it's going to be the stuff of nightmares. So Loyola University is having Cassidy off in the sideline split pushing. He has a lot of mobility, and he's got 3 items, actually more items than the Oriana. So he is a force to be reckoned with. You see Elmhurst moving people down, because if they take away the split push threat, this makes it so they can just focus on one lane. You see them burning everything for this Cassidy, and it's a dead Cassidy. Now they're going to be able to push mid lane, they're going to be able to push bot lane, and you see Silver ulting so everyone gets there in time. But what they didn't plan is that there's a wave here that's going to be stopping them, so they're not going to be having a lot of minions to push with them. So I like what they've done. I like them going after the side laner to take him out so they can focus, but they don't have the wave prep. So if they had the wave prep, they could have had a lot of alone time with the turret and really siege them up. But it's unfortunate that they are not able to take advantage of that. But now the wave is here. Casting almost up in 20 seconds. So they have 20 seconds on that. And now they're doing what, which I think is a good move by them. They're split pushing with the Urgot. They've got numbers advantage here. And the Sivir is an extremely fast wave clear. So they're going to be able to really siege up this turret. So the Kassadin is respawned now, and the Kassadin is going mid. Kassadin and Urgot are going to be duking it out. So with the Kassadin up top, and then around mid, and the Urgot mid, I think the team fight advantage actually goes towards Loyola University bot lane, because they have the Kai'Sa who has a lot of damage there. They have the Siam there also, and the Kassadin is 3, 2, and 5 Kassadin. But you see a huge wave top, and Elmhurst College has to go back and send someone up top to get all the top farm. I mean, just look at all of these red wards that were, the pink wards that were placed here in preparation for the Baron, so you can see Elmhurst thinking about it. It's a good move by the Scion. They see Camille top, and so they decided to engage. They know they have numbers advantage here. Almost got him. They almost got the Oriana. They're still trying, but is Elmhurst College actually going to win this? They just won a 4v5. Now Camille's going to enter the fight, and Sion's got to get out of there. So Sion and Morgana alive. I mean, what happened there? I mean, I think it was the right move by Loyola University to try to engage on Elmhurst when they had the numbers advantage. But I think the Kassadin probably stepped forward a little too much, just a little too antsy to get a kill. And I think that cost them. This is going to cost them at least mid lane turret, if not mid lane inhib. Before that happens, let's take a quick look at this team fight so we can get back to the siege that happened there. So we see Kassadin jumping in there. I'm going to back it up even a little bit more so we can kind of see what happened. So Loyola University doesn't quite have vision on the Camille yet. So now they know that the Camille has gone up top. I think they make the call here to start engaging. So Sion engages. Kassadin's ulting his way too, and he just tries to blow up the Oriana, and he just wasn't able to do that. And so now they're in a bad position. And then the Oriana was able to come back and get a kill, and she just looked so juicy. She was so low. And so I think the Kai'Sa took a step forward there too much, and then ended up getting herself killed. And so we all know how the rest of that turns out. Yeah, Potato has a good point. The Sivir is wailing on people with the ricochets, and she's sitting at 3 items. So for the crit 80 carries, and she's at her item spike. So when she is left alone and she's just throwing those boomerangs, the other team is taking a lot of damage. Yeah, 90% crit. So what's going to have to happen in order for Loyola University to win these team fights? The Khazan's job is going to be to assassinate the Sivir. I think if the Khazan is able to kill the Sivir, I think that Elmhurst College loses a lot of their DPS. Yes, the Urgot is strong. He's sitting on 2 damage items, but that Sivir with the crit and then the ricochets is just going to be a huge nuisance. The Orianna is no slouch though, but she's only sitting on 2 items, and the Khazan's here sitting on 3. So the Orianna is really not a huge concern yet. Braum. Man, the Braum is just trying to do his job, trying to ward up, but took an interesting path. Maybe next time he can take a path kind of around the backside of red. So the pathing was a little crazy for the Braum, and I think that may end up giving away Baron because the death timers aren't quite long. He's got about 20 seconds. If Loyola wanted this Baron, they're going to have to do it now, but they're kind of giving the respect to Elmhurst College. Sion face checks, and is going to die before his team can come rescue him. Now they're on the Kaisa. The Kaisa was able to kill the Camille. So now we're looking at 2 down for Loyola University, and only the Camille that's dead for Elmhurst College. So now the momentum's back on Elmhurst College's side. They have numbers advantage. They have 4 around the Baron, but they don't have their jungler. It was really critical that the Camille went down because now they don't have Smite, because if he had Smite, it would have been a Baron for Elmhurst College, and this game could potentially be over. I think when Sion comes back, he'll know to not face check when they're suspicious that there might be the opponent team very close by. So what's happening here now is they're going to start pushing out the side lanes. They really want Elmhurst College really wants top lane pushing towards Loyola, so someone has to go and clear that. They're really just doing this Baron dance that we're going to be seeing probably until Baron gets taken or there's going to be a huge team fight. Sivir right now has completed her Phantom Dancer. This is just a really, really scary Sivir. Kaisa has completed 4 items as well. Also now has the QSS, so she's going to be able to cleanse off the stun by the Camille, and also the stun by the Braum as well. Kassadin's sole job in these team fights is really going to be trying to take out that Sivir. If Kassadin can assassinate the Sivir and the Kaisa can stay alive and position really well, Loyola has a chance of winning this. Right now there's a 3K gold lead by Elmhurst College. At this point with 64K gold, I mean this is really just very negligible gold difference. Zonia's completed on Kassadin. So like Ventralego was mentioning that before in all the team fights, the Khazan did not have the Zonias. Now that he does, so he's going to be able to jump in there and Zonias, and then when the Zonia comes back down, he's going to be able to use his cooldowns all over again. So those of you joining us now, this is a game between Loyola University on the left-hand side, the blue side, and Elmhurst College on the right-hand side. No one has broken the base yet. Both teams are 2-0, and only one of them can leave this game undefeated. So Loyola University is just pushing down mid. You see a huge wave bot, so someone has to go clear that, and now Loyola will have a temporary numbers advantage. The Sivir's wave clear is just insane. I think the Morgana may have ulted there. No, she did not. So her ult is still up. Okay. So they're sending a vision around here. Loyola is basically saying, Elmhurst College, you have to come to us, you have to fight that, but now they're backing off. So now there's two big objectives that are up, the Elder Dragon and also the Baron. If I were in Elmhurst College shoes, they have all the dragons. The Baron also lasts longer than the dragon, so if I were Elmhurst, I'd probably focus more on the Baron. For Loyola University, really the Baron is the only thing that would be beneficial for you, because you don't have any of the dragons, so I would prioritize most of my vision around there. Loyola is on the opposite side of the dragon. The Khazan's moving in, so they're going to pull the dragon out, and Loyola, you guys got to get over there. You guys got to move over to the other side, and you guys got to fight them. Now it's too late. Now they have the dragon. Now they have the dragon buff. So now I'm trying to back up, and the Silver user speed boost. I think Morgana's dead here, and I think this is going to be Baron. Morgana's going to start pushing top. Someone has to go defend that. They're actually going to try to get some more objectives. So it's just a Scion down here. Sion's going to need some help. So that turret goes down quickly, and this is an in-hit. Loyola's team at this point is just trying not to lose the game. So down goes Camille. That's a great start for them. Camille's their main source of engage. Without that, they're going to have to really run past the front line to get to the damage dealers. Ooh, you saw a duel down there between the Kaisa and the Sivir. Sivir just needed a couple of crits. But now we have it's a 3v3. Khazan is coming up, so Loyola is able to hold on. Now that the Baron is remained up, nobody's taken that yet. I'm going to assume that that's their next objective when the Camille and the Sivir comes back. What Elmhurst College needs to be cognizant of is that if they all back, there's a potential that Loyola can just really get the Baron quickly, and I think Morgana is dead here. The Zhonya's is not going to buy him enough time. So now it's going to be 50 seconds before the Morgana comes back. The Morgana, I think, had the right idea, but at this stage of the game, you really can't tolerate anybody dying because the death time is just so long. And I think the Graves is caught now, and down goes Graves as well. And this is the Righteous Glory on the Urgot just crawling at you like some nightmarish creature, and that's going to be the Baron. I just don't see how Loyola can come back from this. This is a Baroned up team. Sivir's maxed on 6 items. So is the Kaisa as well. But unless the Kassadin is really creative and kills the Sivir, who's going to be standing near her Braum, who's a great healer, I don't see how they're going to win. The Scion. Even the Scion doesn't survive for very long. And now Scion's going to use his passive, and this is going to go down. So now it's a 5-man squad, and then there's only 3 people on the Loyola side. Graves comes up in 6 seconds, but I think there's going to be more team members dying within the next few seconds. The Kassadin stepped up. There goes the Camille, just trying to dive in on someone. So down goes the Camille. Oriana only gets 1, so this might be Loyola's chance. Khazan is really trying to kill the Sivir back there. But the Braum is just such a good bodyguard. And I think there you have it. Great game by both teams. It was close for a long period of time. But Loyola University unfortunately lost to Elmhurst College. So Elmhurst College goes 3-0, and Loyola University is 2-1. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our stream with GGLeagues. I apologize for the technical difficulty early on. Thanks to everyone who helped us get through that. Now we have another option just in case that ever happens again. So I really appreciate the patience by you guys. For those of us who don't know about GG Leagues, we are a recreational esports league in the Chicagoland area. Thank you guys for your guys' kind words. We are recreational leagues for players in the Chicagoland area. We currently have 15 teams in our Chicago-based leagues. If you guys are interested in playing in our leagues, please sign up at www.ggleagues.com. On Monday, we'll have you guys are going to be able to vote for the game you want to see in Week 4. Our Week 4 stream voting will be live on Monday. You can get to it on our Facebook page. You can get to it on our Twitch as well. And if you guys wanted to play some more games, I would encourage you guys join us in our Discord channel. On Thursday nights, especially after some of the teams finishes their games, we always encourage teams to find other teammates, to scrim with each other, to play with some of the other players in the league. Our goal is to really build up the esports community, and we hope that all of you guys will join us in that endeavor. And so, again, thank you guys so much for joining us on our GG League streams. Tune in next Thursday. Our stream will either be at 9 or 9:30, and we'll let you guys know beforehand. So thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of the week. Good luck and have fun. Have a good night, guys.